don't even know what to say, man. I'm really, my mind, it can't even, get around it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is fake news, you know what I'm saying? But it can't be real. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James is officially a Philadelphia 76er. Oh, well, I can't say official, you know what I'm saying? Because no paperwork has been signed, or it seems like no paperwork has been signed, but you know what I'm saying? It's looking like LeBron James is a Philadelphia 76er. And honestly, I don't even know what to think. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty much something out of left field. A lot of talk been going on about him in Golden State. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm thinking he gonna return to Cleveland, finish it where it started. You know what I'm saying? A picture perfect type of ending, the best possible ending to a career. But Philly, you know what I'm saying? Like honestly, out of all the teams that really were in conversation with Cleveland and Miami and Golden State, Philly would have been my last choice. But I guess Brian, he had a different plan in hand. This is one of them things where your head is not really going to be able to wrap around it until, you know what I'm saying, you finally see him in that Philly jersey on the court. You know what I'm saying? First game of the season. Because it just doesn't feel real. It won't even look right. LeBron and Philly. You know what I'm saying? That black jersey, that won't even look right. You know what I'm saying? This is the type of stuff that you only see in 2K. You know what I'm saying? Like this is video game. Like they really have a video game type of team over there. You know? But honestly, I just don't know what to expect out of this team. Well, I know what to expect out of Philly, but as far as LeBron James in the Philly jersey, I don't know what to expect, man. Because at the end of the day, it's only one ball, and you have 3 players who, in the last 5 years, were top 5 in MVP discussions. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? And that being Joel Embiid, Jaylen Brown, LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Of course. Then you have Tyrese Maxey. You know what I'm saying? Who's developing or emerging as one of the best players in the league. You know what I'm saying? One of the most explosive players in the league. 25 a game. All-star or multi-time all-star at this point. You know what I'm saying? Then, like I said, you have an emerging star in VJ Edgecombe. You know what I'm saying? Who could have won Rookie of the Year last year. It's just, I really don't know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? I know what to expect out of Philly, but I just don't know how this will look on the court. You know what I'm saying? Because Philly, at the end of the day, it's championship or bust at this point. You know what I'm saying? You have everything you need. No more excuses. The only thing that may stop this team, that have stopped Philly in the past from getting to the finals, is injury. You know what I'm saying? Besides, the Kawhi shot, is injuries. More specifically to Joel Embiid. If he can stay healthy though, it's championship or bust. But if he's in and out the lineup, it's at least finals or bust for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could you not have them coming out of the East at this point? This may be the most surprising decision, in his career. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy, because his last decision being his craziest decision is insane. You know what I'm saying? And what makes it crazy is the fact that, you can justify as far as all the decisions that he's made up to this point. You know what I'm saying? As far as going to a new team, you know what I'm saying? You can justify each and every one of those decisions. You know what I'm saying? Him going to Miami, you know what I'm saying? Team up with D-Wade, Chris Bosh. You know what I'm saying? Like, that decision, changed the NBA for what we know it. Then, you know what I'm saying? He went back to Cleveland. Okay, time to return. Now I figured out how to win. Now let's implement this back to Cleveland and let me try to win them a championship, in which he did. Then you have him going to LA, you know what I'm saying, which I feel like was for the business opportunities. You know what I'm saying? LA, Hollywood, you get to be in movies, sponsorships, you know what I'm saying, for the business side of basketball, and now, you know what I'm saying, him going to Philly is like, wow. You know, I know early on in his decision, he said that, you know, it wasn't money driven. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was purely based on, you know, how happy he would be in that situation. And this, out of all the decisions or the teams that he could have went to, he may be the happiest in this decision. You know what I'm saying? Or in this situation. You know, because like I said, they have everything figured out in Philly right now. You know, you have, as far as the pieces, you have everything. You know what I'm saying? You have defense, you have offense. LeBron, you know, I feel like for the past few years, he's been past that, oh, I'm about to, or he's been trying to get out of that role, or I'm trying to carry a team to victory. He's been kind of trying to push out of that role. Whichever star decides to play with him, he's usually been trying to push the team towards their direction rather than him having to carry everything. And I feel like this is one of those decisions that back that. You know what I'm saying? This is a decision purely based on, I don't have to do much. You know what I'm saying? I can just come in here and hoop. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to have the frustration of having to put up 30 a game just to compete. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to have the frustration of, are we going to be able to make some moves at the deadline? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is one of those moves. This is the first situation in his career where he can literally say, I don't have to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's just come in here and hoop and call it a career. I feel like on paper, this, as far as team and trying to win a championship now, this is the best decision possible. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't think he would make that decision. And as far as like what is in Philly for him, like I said, out of those three teams, Philly is definitely the outlier. I think statistically wise, this will be LeBron's worst year statistically. Just like I said, the ball, it's only one ball. You know what I'm saying? And you have 4 to 5 players that can put up 20 a game. 3 that can put it up easy. You know what I'm saying? With Maxey and Embiid and Jaylen Brown. Then you have Edgecombe, who's really that wild card. One thing I can say about this move though, that ball is going to be on rotisserie chicken. You know what I'm saying? That ball going to be on rotisserie. That ball going to move. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to worry about it sticking to one player. I think the biggest question, based on all the moves that they've made, is when it comes to clutch time. You know what I'm saying? Game on the line. We need a go-to shot. You know what I'm saying? Down 2, down 3. We need a big shot from somebody. Who's that ball going to go to? You know what I'm saying? Is it going to go to Jaylen Brown? Is it going to go to Joel? Is it going to go to Maxey? You know what I'm saying? Is it going to go to LeBron, who ultimately, you know, regardless of any situation, you know he's going to try to make the best play possible. And I think that's the biggest thing with Philly right now. You know what I'm saying? Just who's going to be the go-to guy. It's honestly a good problem to have, because there's some teams that don't have that figured out at all, and they don't have an answer. And you can see that with the way they play. You know what I'm saying? But Philly, they have, you know, it's more to have, it's better to have more than less. You know what I'm saying? It's better to overdo it than underdo it. And really, to be real, LeBron's role on this team is ultimately like a role player. You know what I'm saying? This may be the first time in his career where LeBron is going to be a role player. Just a guy that can, you know, being able to facilitate the game and not having to worry about putting the ball in the basket. You know what I'm saying? He's strictly there to facilitate the game. You know what I'm saying? And drop knowledge on others and just, you know, basically being that veteran type of role. It's definitely going to be interesting to see, you know, is he still going to be as ball dominant, or is he going to, you know, play in that spot up type of role? You know what I'm saying? Where he's coming off the screens, he's coming off pin downs, he's, you know, backdoor cutting, he's, you know, running in transition. You know what I'm saying? Because throughout his career, there's been glimpses where he has been doing that, but is it going to turn into, you know, a more consistent, you know, type of play style than it has in years past? Because like I said, the ball, it's only one ball, and you have 4 to 5, you know, players that can score that ball. But yeah, I'm just throwing that out there because ultimately what I see him as is him being traditional type of point guard. You know what I'm saying? Getting the ball into the players' hands and just letting them go to work. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm here if you need me, but hey, I'm gonna let y'all do y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw the ball down in the post to Joel. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure Jaylen Brown's in the right spot to get to, you know what I'm saying, so we can get him in his spot. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure that Maxey, you know, has his opportunities to take over. You know, I see him in that type of role, which ultimately to LeBron's standards is like a role player. This will be his first season where he really doesn't average 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely see him, you know, averaging like 18 and 7 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because say for instance, if somebody does miss time like Joel or whatnot, you know, those will be the games where you start to see LeBron, you know, get back to somewhat of his normal self. You know what I'm saying? Where he's taking over or has to take over more than he may be used to with this team. I also see him at times being more in a spot up type of role, letting them do their thing and you know what I'm saying, just hanging back. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, putbacks and like I said, getting his points off of transition more than anything. But we'll see, man. You know, this is definitely, you know, an interesting turn to LeBron's career. With a team like this may take a turn with his play style. You know what I'm saying? Just giving that the ball that you have. This is the first situation where LeBron literally has, you know, a team where 1 through 5 can score the ball. You know what I'm saying? And they can score the ball in any type of way. Like, this is the most free-forming team that LeBron's ever had. You know, it's definitely going to it's interesting to see, you know what I'm saying, the type of turn this takes on LeBron's play style, you know. But yeah, we'll see. I appreciate y'all for watching. That's all I got for this video. I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Do those 2 things for me. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. That man really on film.